Hi, I'm Brian Otten. I'm the Marketing Director with Greater Wausau Chamber of Commerce, and we're continuing with our series of interviews with finalists for the 2023 Small Business of the Year Awards. I'm happy this morning to be at Tequila Salsa in Rib Mountain with Roy, the owner. And Roy, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for being here, Brian. Like a lot of people know me. If not, my real name is Rogelio. Rogelio Romano, owner of Tequila Salsa. I go by Roy, for those that can roll the R. It's more easy. You need to drink a few tequilas, then you can do the R.
True.
But yeah, so here we are.
Nice. And so, tell me about the history a little bit. How long have you been here?
Okay, we're gonna be here about 15 years. 2008 when we first opened.
Awesome. And you've been here from the start?
Yes, yeah. From the beginning. So, let me tell you a little bit of the business. You know, when I work in other restaurants, a lot of people I noticed that they travel, they start getting to know more the real Mexican food. And sometimes they tell me, hey, but this is not kind of real. So I ask for get a better menu, better things and things like that. And they don't want to change the menu. So one day I said, you know what, that means I have room to do something better. I'm gonna do more real, because for me, doing this is representing my culture. So it's a big responsibility in my shoulders to do the real deal. So we come with a quality and authentic. When I say authentic, it's like true spices and blended together and all that to get a real flavor, to do homemade food. That's where my responsibility is running a business like that. It's doing the authentic food, you know, so they can. Now I have comments, they say, well, why are you so far up north and offering this food? Like, people from Illinois and all that, they come and say, this is good. Yeah. So it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like the people in the kitchen do their job, and me being a little picky about cooking it right is payback, you know? So it's why we've been here almost 15 years.
And I know you and I in the past, we've talked about mole.
Mole, yeah.
Mole, that's one of my mother-in-law's, the best dishes that she makes for me is mole. And I know you have it on the menu still,
yes,
right?
We still have it on the menu. Yeah. And then my mom's recipe, she's actually visiting us from Mexico. And then we have a very good feedback with the mole. Like, one of the biggest critiques, he said he'd go around in Mexico and then around United States. He's from New York. Type something about our mole sauce, because he said this is the best that he ever tried. It's a lot of work behind the mole. It's a passion. It's art work.
Yeah.
I kind of put it that way.
And so if you're watching out there, you don't know what mole is. It's chicken, usually chicken thighs.
Normally you put chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs in kind of it looks like it's in kind of a gravy or sauce. Yeah. But the base ingredient of that sauce is chocolate.
Yeah, one of them is chocolate, 5 different peppers. So it's like the looks is like the very close. The look like is barbecue. Nothing tastes like barbecue, but has so many ingredients. This is what I say. It's like artwork to make this, and I love it because just to be for 5 different spices is very spicy, but the main ingredients is chocolate. You know, and animal crackers and all the stuff like this.
There's animal crackers too. Okay.
Yeah, plantains. So the way they cut it down the spices. Because when people from Spain come in here, there was too spicy, so they incorporate something, and down the road they add it to the chocolate, so they make it more acceptable.
Sure.
More spicy.
Yeah, more mild. Yeah, it's an excellent dish. So,
yes.
Yeah, one of my favorites. So, Roy, you went through this process of applying to be a finalist for the Small Business of the Year Awards. It requires that you go back and you look at your history and kind of look at how far your business has come. What were some of the things that you learned from that process?
Well, there's a lot of things. Well, we don't have enough time to describe all them, but to be honest, one of the things is like looking back when I fill out the application is consistent. Don't give up, you know. And then the most important, always follow your passion. We like here to do the best food, you know. Recession, we opened in 2008. It was hard. So going back there, it was a challenge. At one point, the people thinking we're done because it's like recession and there's nothing more we can do. And I focus and I told the guys, when people come here, talk about the food, making sure they're having a good time, because make them forget about the recession in the back. Because what we're gonna do is cook the best food. I told the cooks, cook the best food, do it like it's a party here. Don't worry about anything else. We're gonna do our best. And then down the road, more challenges to go, more challenges, and then one of the last one and more coming. Everybody knows because we get affected about is the pandemic, and then how to survive. I said, well, here you go. My number one thing, I trust God a lot, and I said, God, I'm in your hands, we gotta go, I'm gonna go praying. So I pray, I continue doing my best, take care of the employees during the pandemic, take care of the community, I try to help as much as I can, and I say, I'm gonna keep everything we have, so if it doesn't work, And then numbers that work better, accelerate challenge. I also, I learned to appreciate the people that work for me, and then most important are customers or friends, those that want to make this business happen. I can't do it my own.
Yeah, for any restaurant to make it through that pandemic, very difficult, and I think it shows the, sort of your heart that you're able to get through that.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to ask you about is in the 15 years that you've been open, going even back to when you're creating your business, who are some of those people that were sort of that helped you out along the way?
Well, there's a few people. There's a few that will be. I don't want to miss any names, but the people who've been here in the past, they worked for me. I learned something from them. The people who were involved in this business in the beginning, I learned something from them. The people who are working right now, I really appreciate them, and appreciate all the people that they don't work here anymore for good reasons. And I do appreciate them a lot, and obviously the ones here. But the most important thing is I look at the community, not only here, I look at my community in Mexico, and those are the things that help me to don't give up, to keep going. Like when I go visit Mexico, sometimes I go by myself so I can recharge my batteries, and I look at how hard they work in other countries like Mexico, and how less they get in it for the hard work. And I say, stop complaining, Roy. This is not so hard. It is hard, but it can be worse, So always keep focusing like what we want to do. So that's what I appreciate more, the people around me, because the people, my friends, my customers come here. Like I said, I feel honored when they come to eat here because I feel like they come to my house. So that's why I do my best to take care of them,
Speaking of this being your house, you have another specialty here. Your tequila.
Oh yes, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, for 18 years I've been trying to tell people to drink better tequila. My vendors tell me about better tequilas, bring the better tequilas. So down the road they say, oh, you always tell us about good tequilas. Can we do something for you? Because I sell in a lot. Now we sell a lot of bottles. So finally, long story short, they come up with something that we wanted this to be yours. And I said, okay, deal. It's a little bit of money, but it's quality. And when I choose for 6 different barrels, I pick this barrel to blend very good with our food. Now we have 2 different kinds now. We have the diamond, the diamante, which is diamond, and the añejo. 2 different bottles. And people try it, and it's quality. So they make this tequila just special made for me. They're from Mexico. They come this good tequila, and you guys have to try this. Because here we have a lot better experience with these other tequilas that people don't drink for 18, 24 years. Not me and tequila, no. But once they try this, the satisfaction in the face when I see them drinking, I say, oh, is this tequila? Like, yes, this is a good tequila. And we do a very good price. We sell by the barrel. And to be honest, I sold 5 barrels last year.
Wow.
Between my margaritas and that. So I think it's a good business for the community.
Sure.
And I gotta do my part. So keep moving so the community move. People happy too, Of course, a lot of people don't believe it, but it is true. You can do some search. Tequila is good for you, It's really good. Like everything else, you abuse that is bad.
Yeah.
Food is good for you, but you abuse it is bad.
Right.
Tequila in good moderation is very good for you. It's healthy for you.
Good. All right. Well, Roy, it was good talking to you. And I can say Rogelio.
There you go. Without tequila, tequila.
So, Rogelio, thank you for hosting. Us. Congratulations on being named a finalist.
Thank you.
Next week. Well, actually, this whole month is business month for the chamber, and so later this afternoon we kick things off with a program related to our advocacy efforts. And that program is a free program down at UWSP at Wausau. Encourage you to attend that this afternoon. Later on this month, on the 13th, Thursday the 13th, that's when the Small Business of the Year Awards program will be held, right across the street at the Hilton Garden Inn. And that's in the late afternoon, and WAOW is a part of that program. They'll do some of the production, and they're hosting with their morning crew, our MCs. And so that's the next big thing coming up this month for Business Month. At the end of the month, towards the end of the month, on Thursday, April 20th, it's really kind of the Chamber's Super Bowl. The Business Expo is a huge event for us out at the Convention Expo Center in Rothschild. That whole day is followed by the Fun It Expo, which is a big networking event across the street at Stony Creek. You're going to be part of that, I think?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So you can say hi to Rogelio there. And those two events together really are a great opportunity to come out, make a lot of connections. It's just a great day. So we encourage you to attend that. If you have questions or need more information about any of these events, you can go to wausauchamber.com to learn more. But again, thank you and congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And thanks for watching. This is the second of a series of videos today. We'll do more tomorrow with each of the finalists. So keep an eye on the Chamber's Facebook page to see more of these interviews. Thank you.
Thank you. Salud.